All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Umar, and I'm the president of AdvoSci Health. And today I'll just be giving a brief overview of our Triple C event, the Cystinosis Case Competition. Yeah, so let's get started. So why are we doing this? Yeah, so the competition itself was based on feedback that we received from cystinosis Q&As and interviews that we did in the month of October. So some of those Q&As are actually already posted up on our Instagram, so you can take a look at that, see their answers. They're very insightful. Some of the common themes that we noticed was the struggle to communicate, the cystinosis itself within social networks. So what does that mean? Maybe like with a healthcare provider, with the friends, family, colleagues at work. It could be anything, honestly. So since cystinosis itself is so rare, we want to make sure that we learn how to communicate this in a way that's transparent, clear, and effective. So the whole goal is to motivate you guys, students, participants, to tackle this issue, work on your science communication skills, and basically use this topic, cystinosis, as a vehicle to make that happen. So yeah, that could be done through an infographic, brochure, pamphlet. These are the three main forms of media that we'll probably be looking at for this competition. So without further ado, I will now introduce the case scenario. So this is the case scenario. We'll read it together. So Susan has recently taken her 6-month-old son, David, to a nephrologist. After completing some blood work and diagnostic testing, the physician diagnoses David with nephropathic cystinosis. So nephropathic cystinosis is one of the most common and one of the most severe. It usually happens at 6 months. So I encourage you guys to go do your research before you actually make the infographic and stuff. So although David has now been prescribed to undergo a treatment plan, which is oral histamine therapy, also one of the most common therapies these days, Susan struggles to break the news to her friends and family. Luckily, she has you, a student who is currently studying cystinosis. Your goal is to build an effective and engaging infographic brochure pamphlet that would assist Susan in sharing her son's condition within her social network. So yeah, this is again tackling that the feedback that we received from those Q&As, the common theme of struggling to communicate. So hopefully through the submissions that you guys make, we would see different ways of how we could communicate cystinosis within different social groups, and based on that, we'll grade them and see which one's effective. So there isn't really a rubric for this. We just wanted you guys to like be creative and go out there and do your thing. But if there is anyone out there who's struggling to start or figure out what should I focus on, then these would be 4 key areas. So first of all, content, of course, looking at if you're talking about cystinosis, what type of facts, research are you backing up? Obviously, this is more of like university level. We're looking at like trying to see if you guys can back it up with like research from previous research, literature. If make sure you cite your things. We're accepting APA mainly. Also looking at clarity. So the whole point is to be transparent and clear, making sure that a non-academic audience could read this. Anyone outside who doesn't really know science, forget cystinosis, just not knowing science in general, would they be able to understand what you're talking about? And representation, seeing if there's no gaps or imbalances between your content, so like what you're talking about, and the infographic itself, how it's presented. So there should be like some sort of flow throughout it. So it's easy to read and like go from top to bottom or left to right, whatever you may choose. And design, obviously, it should be attractive. We don't want like boring looking pamphlets or infographics that no one would have really want to look at or have any interest in. So yeah, make it attractive, make it noticeable, things like that. Basically, what we do for infographics and pamphlets and brochures. So here's a timeline, quick timeline for you guys to know what's going on. So the sign up form is already up on the link tree. It's been up for, at this point, when you're seeing this video, it's probably been a week or so. On the bottom right, I've put the QR code. This will take you straight to the link tree. So if you have a QR code scanner, you can just take you there. So yeah, we encourage you to please sign up using the sign up form first. This is so we can put your name under the participants list. This would help our med students so they can keep track of how many people are actually participating. And we also need to report back to the Cystinosis Research Network to let them know, what's the turnout. Then after signing up, you can review the case scenario. You can watch this video for the case scenario, or it should be up in our Instagram page very soon. And you may begin. You can start making your infographic, brochure, pamphlet, whatever you may choose. And then starting from November 20th, we would have the submission form up on our link tree as well. That's where you can submit your thing, and it will be open for 10 days. And then after that, first to second week of December, we'd have the panelists, which are our med students, to grade those submissions. narrow it down to possibly the top three. And around winter break time is when I'd say is when we would give everyone their feedback based on what the med students had told us, and we would announce winners. So the top three submissions would have their submission posted by the Cystinosis Research Network, and everyone will have a participation certificate for taking part in this event. So yeah, if you guys feel lost, you can just check out this timeline, or you can ask us for any questions. So other than that, I wish you guys good luck. We're looking forward to seeing those submissions, and I hope you guys enjoy this competition as well. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us at AdvoSci Health on our Instagram. You can also email us. You can check the link tree for all the information on there. Yeah, so good luck, guys. Have fun.